So it's clear without a doubt, you all have been getting massive, massive value from my videos. And look, the comments here are bananas. Al Dillard, Tom, I'm just going to shout everybody out because I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to put you out there, Claudia, Donald, everybody. Thank you all so much for the comments. I seen the responses as well on the back end. Thank you so much for coming out and, hitting the thumbs up. It's important that you hit the thumbs up on these videos so that I can keep putting out this content for you. In this video, I'm going to cut all the talking. We're going to dive into recruiting a pay per appointment team. This approach is just flat out awesome. It's awesome. I could give you 100 reasons why it's awesome. Number one, you don't need to get all technical with Google, right? It doesn't cost much to do this. You could start off on a little budget, and it's a fun process, and it'll allow you to build a team on top of it. So, come on, right? So let's dive right into this. Let's dive right into this document. I'm going to break it all down, okay? So let's dive right into budgets. Let's talk about budgets, right? It's really, really important, right? And this is what sets this apart from like Google Ads, where you need a $1,000 budget plus to run a pay-per-lead campaign. I'm going to show you how to engineer this whole thing, right? $100 per week. You can't lose $100 per week. And on every call that your rep or your team books, you pay out $20, right? You could start off with one rep, pay them $20 whenever they book an appointment for you, okay? Whenever they book an appointment. And to sweeten it up so they get excited, you could also give them a percentage. Give them a percentage of the deal. Don't get greedy, right? You give them the $20 plus a percentage. Sweeten it up for them so they get excited and they'll put more work out there for you, okay? I put together a pay-per-lead spreadsheet, so make sure to hit the thumbs up for that. Ask for it down in the comments down below. Spreadsheet. You could put their name. This is your team's name, right? So like, for example, here we have one member in our team, put myself. So $40 is the pending pay, 2 book calls, dates, paid, no, paid date, paid type. You'll put their email address and so on. Very, very basic. As you move on, you'll continue to scale and so on. All right. So this is a basic spreadsheet. I'm going to give you access to this. Ask for it down below. So putting an offer together, this is really, really, really important, okay? I understand that sometimes this could be for us, it could be really hard. Where do you go? Where do you get the offer? And do you sell websites? Because anybody can run the websites. No, you could offer whatever you want. There are 5 basic questions that I want you to ask yourself. Number 1, is this really going to benefit the business? Number 2, how will this impact them long-term? Number 3, how would I take advantage of this offer? Is the pricing reasonable? Why would they take me up on this offer? So now if you're having a tough time figuring out what your offer is going to be, if you could answer these questions, putting your offer together is going to be super, super easy. Okay. Moving on, ripping up the scripts. Listen, there's a lot of, you see it all the time. I'm sure you see it. There's guys that are like, yeah, use my script and it'll answer all your prayers. There's no one script that's going to close every deal for you, okay? It just doesn't work like that. How you maneuver this is you educate your team, right? You educate them on your offer. So if you've answered all those questions, you got your offer together, you got your pricing dialed in, it's all about educating them. That's it. Don't use any scripts to do this. Why? Because you want to begin the conversation naturally. You want to build up with them. You want them to understand this offer. You want them to love it, right? So you want to educate them so they get excited and know what they're offering out there. So if you give them a script to read, hey, would you like to book an appointment with me now? Thank you. It'll sound robotronic. We don't want that. We want them to begin a genuine conversation. We've grown, back in the day that might have worked, but not in these days. These days is, it's just a different ballgame. Recruiting for weaknesses. Right? Oftentimes I see this, consultants doing this all the time. They want a marketer that could do everything. PPC, social media, and the whole 9 yards. Doesn't work like that. We're recruiting for weaknesses. There's some things that I'm just not good at. There's some things that you're not good at. We want to recruit for those areas, right? We want to recruit for those areas. Why? Because we're weak in those areas. We may not be able to cold call all the time. All right. So we might want to hire someone that can do it for us, and has experience doing it. So some of the basics that I look for is obviously number one at the top, experience, someone who's driven, ambitious, creative, passionate, loves to talk, right? Because a lot of what they're going to be doing is getting on the phone, putting it down, dialing. They could use their own cell phones, right? Wow. There's a lot you could do there. So moving forward, where can you find these individuals? You can find them on sites like Craigslist. Craigslist is an excellent way to begin that process. Okay. So I did a search earlier, and I came across this resume here. This individual has kids. They have the experience. They've gone to school. So I was actually going to reach out to them myself, but I'm just giving you, again, some examples of some things that I like to look for. Begin the conversation from there. And again, it's going to allow them to do this from home. They could do this at home all day and make $20 on every appointment they book. Okay. Now I left a link to all of this, including application. There's a link here that I'm going to drop to this form, right? So your rep is going to use this form to send you leads. Very simple. It's a basic Google form, cost effective. Again, what they're going to do here is put their name, who did they speak to, and then I have a rule here that if they're on the phone for say 30 minutes or more, they're on the phone just speaking to this potential prospect, that is a golden lead. You got a golden lead there. So then you obviously want to follow up on the best times and dates that they set up. So the best time for them, did you get a direct line? Did they seem excited? So these are the basic things that we like to look for. When this gets submitted, it'll go to your email, right? Now I have this set up in a way where it goes to an Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to leave a link to this as well so that you can copy it as well. And again, this is not something that you're going to use. This is a form that they would use. So as they're calling people, if they manage to book an appointment, they'll put the time, the day, how many minutes they spoke, and all those little details. Submit, done. Okay. So I left a link to all of this down below as well. And if you have any questions, need any advice, drop those down in the comments. If you want access to the spreadsheet, the Google Doc, and this form here, all you have to do, it takes you 2 seconds, ask for it down in the comments down below, and make sure to hit the thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, so whenever I upload these kind of videos, you get notified about them first. I'm just going to continue giving you as much value as possible. We have a lot brewing up here. We have some stuff brewing up that I really want to talk about, but can't talk about right now. So I hope that you're excited, and I hope really truly that you got a lot of value off of this video. So ask for the link down below, and I'll speak to you soon.